Spain beat Uruguay 1-0. Guay, say marca. Cool, basically, and having a little play on words because of Uruguay, but it wasn't really that cool for either side, and we are going to get into it. For Spain, they'd already qualified and they topped the group now with that 1-0 win. It was Alex Baena with the goal, capitalising on an error by Fernando Muslera, a howler, in fact, which led to Bielsa.
Catastrophic.
At half-time. I know Shaka's going to have something to say about that, and we'll let him, but we do have to welcome in from Mexico, Mario Suárez and Alex Kirkland. And Mario, I know you are chomping at the bit and you want to talk about Uruguay. We are going to get there, my friend. Pass that microphone back to Alex Kirkland because we need to talk first about Spain. Let's talk about Spain because, okay, they topped the group. It was a 1-0 win, Alex, but there's some questions to be asked of this Spain side.
Yeah, big questions, I think, Kay. I think topping the group was really the only big positive from last night's game. Everything else felt to me like a step back. It felt much closer to what we saw in the opening game against Cabo Verde compared to what we saw against Saudi Arabia. I think this was a concerning performance, really, from Spain. The rhythm dropped. There was less urgency. All the sort of the gains they'd made in that second game. Like I say, it felt like it was back to square one. It felt, again, they were waiting for Lamine to do something and make something happen. And when he didn't, there wasn't much else. The midfield looked almost pedestrian again. Rodri, I don't think had a great game. Unai Simon in goal, dropped a couple of crosses, didn't look confident. Oyarzabal was very quiet in attack after a good game against the Saudis. It was fine. Look, they've topped the group. They're through to the next stage. That's the bottom line. They've avoided Argentina in the round of 32. But aside from that, this was a performance that makes me think when they come up against a really good team, whenever that may be, in the round of 16 in the quarterfinals, if they don't improve significantly, I would be concerned.
Mario, where's the Spain side that we were promised as favourites coming into this tournament?
Well, I don't know, okay, but the truth is that they are winning. They didn't concede any goals, and they are growing. Lamine is growing every match. The worst thing, I think, is the injuries from Jeremy Pino and Nico Williams because you are going to play only with Lamine on that position. So, but I think it's better to continue winning matches, and you can improve when you are winning. I mean, you are on the next round. You are going to face a team that you are going to be favorite in LA. You are going to have some days to recover some players, some key players, to keep improving, to correct the things that you are not doing in the right way. But I don't know. It's never an easy match on a World Cup. And the reality is that they have 7 points, no goals conceded, and I think they are still improving.
So everything's fine. Now we've got to get to Uruguay. That was a frustrating...
Yeah, yes, of course.
We'll get there with you in a minute, Mario. I want to come to you on it first, Ale, because Uruguay here, very physical in this game.
Well, before I get to Uruguay, I know you want to get there, and we're tight for time, but let me just tell you, and to Mario Suárez, who's listening, he was so arrogant after the game against Saudi Arabia in telling me, sí, Ale, no te preocupes, there's nothing to worry about. We'll be fine, we're good. And I'm like, I don't think we're good, Mario. I don't think we're good, and we're not good. Spain is not good. It's not good. I don't care how Mario wants to paint this. Spain looked a very average team yesterday against a team in Uruguay that has nothing other than fight. All they were looking for was a fight. And Spain were not smart enough and intelligent enough, or good enough for that matter, to play around that fight and to get through Uruguay without having to get in 50-50 challenges with Uruguay. You want to talk about it, Mario? Go ahead, talk about it. Try to defend Spain. There's no defense right now.
Ale, how many Champions League won Real Madrid without playing well? The important thing here is to go through, and Spain went through. Look, Uruguay is out now. Who qualifies? Spain. We are talking about all the bad things that Spain is doing, but we have to keep positive. And the reality is that we go through, we are improving, we can get players like Mikel Merino, like Lamine, getting better and better. And the positive things, okay, the day we lost, I will agree with you.
Real Madrid out here catching strays. Talking about Spain as it is right now. Ale, I feel as though this is a little bit personal to you, though, because you picked Spain to go all the way and win this World Cup.
Yeah. I believe in Spain. At this point, it's blindly. I blindly and stubbornly believe in Spain. But I have to see something more. They're so right-sided with Lamine Yamal. They have no option down the left-hand side. There is no real productivity coming from the left-hand side. So I'm going to say, Alex Baena scored yesterday. Look, if that's going to be the argument for Spain, good luck with that. you're not getting productivity from the left-hand side. You're not getting Cucurella up the field. And more importantly, and I think this is the most concerning part, the midfield of Spain has shown me nothing. Nothing. This is supposed to be the best midfield in the world. That's why they were in the Euros, and that's why they were successful. You had wing play with Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, and you had a midfield that was playing out of their minds. This midfield is not playing out of their minds. And I include my son, Pedri, in that conversation. I don't think he was good against Uruguay. And Rodri looks like a player who's a step behind the rhythm of play. So yeah, I'm emotionally invested, personally invested in Spain, and I don't care what Mario is telling me about being a beacon of positivity. They have looked very average, and the expectation for Spain should be much higher than that.